Namaskar. Welcome back to the example number 15 for the event Marriage Prospects. In this example, we discussed a female chart who got love cum arranged marriage. We had a detailed discussion in the previous video. With the help of the EPS tables, we found the destiny and also analyzed the timing of event. The same example we are going to study in this video with the help of the PILT table, how the key planets were useful in finding the destiny and also timing of event. Now let us examine the PILT table of the chart. Example number 15, love cum arranged marriage, timing of event. We are going to study with the help of the PILT table. Now let us examine the PILT table. This is the birth chart of that female native who got love cum arranged marriage. Now let us examine with the PILT table. Let me take you to the PILT table. So key planet shades have been given here, and as per the software automatic programming, we can use this also, or we can use these EPS colors, whatever the colors we gave in the EPS. So we can use this so that we'll have the continuity and also for better understanding. So I will check KP check all, and let me keep open the self-significators tables also, because it is always advisable to keep the self-significators table open when we are studying the PILT table also, because then only we can find the self-signification, and with the help of that only we can differentiate the planet which are having the similar shades. For example, you can see Ketu has got blue and Rahu has got blue. So two planets having got blue. Out of them, which is better? We can see why it has got blue. Ketu is occupying 4th house, not bad. Rahu occupying 10th house, also not bad. Now, Ketu represents Saturn, free planet, and a green color planet, strong, favorable key planet, 1, 5, 7, 11 cuspal sublord. 5th lord occupying 11th house, and all this good grouping. So, Ketu is stronger. The two Saturn is a free planet. Since it is a free planet, the role is limited. Its influence to the other planet by way of supports also strong. The two, when Rahu Ketu are in the sign of the Saturn, it is going to be very strong. So Ketu is going to be a strong significator of Saturn. Rahu represents Sun. That is also green only, but 11 and 5, only 11 and 5, no other CST, CSL. So this is when compared to Saturn, Sun is having some weakness, not weakness, favorable strength is less. And Rahu will represent Sun also. So that out of them, Ketu stronger than the Rahu. Then you can see, pink shade. Venus has got pink, Moon has got pink, and let me erase this. Venus has got pink, Moon has got pink, Jupiter has got pink, Mercury also has got pink. We are given both, all the 4 planets pink shade based on some, understanding discussion in the previous video. Out of them, which is better, we have to check that. Venus is Lagna Lord, 8th lord occupying 6th house. 8th lord occupying 6th house, Lagna Lord occupying 6th house. It has got some weakness, bad Lagna Lord. 3, 7, 11 star lord, that is Kama Trikon, that is good, and second cuspal sublord also good, but 4, 8, 10, it is indicating some weakness. Definitely, it is indicating some obstacle causing houses for the marriage prospects. But one, being Lagna lord and 3, 7, 11 star lord and 2 sublord, it is good. And let us examine the Jupiter. Jupiter is 3rd lord. Venus is Lagna Lord. 3rd Lord and also 6th Lord. This is the problem. Occupying 10th house. 6 and 10 grouping is stronger on the, because 3rd Lord occupying 10th house. This is 8th Lord occupying 6th house. There is a difference. 6th Lord occupying 10th house is weaker than the 8th Lord occupying 6th house. Now 6, 10 grouping are found because cuspal lordship for the 6th house. And but it is being reduced by the 15939. So this is also good. So though it is 6th lord occupying 10th house, but it is having 159 and 39 cuspal sublot supporting to the third house and reducing the sixth house. So Jupiter also having got some mixed signification, but when compared to Venus, Jupiter being the sixth lord, then we need to be careful, because being the sixth lord, then it will, if in the star level planet has got some supportive houses to the sixth house, either fourth house or eighth house, 12th house are there in the CL of the star lord of the Jupiter, then that Jupiter will form unfavorable grouping. That we have to keep it in mind. So Venus and Jupiter, fortunately Venus is a free planet, so its role is limited. And Moon is also given pink, pink shade. 10th lord, not bad, but second occupant, it is good. House of family, 4-8 star lord, it is obstacles are present. So this is also mixed one because of the occupant of the second house. But source is not good. Source is not bad also. Source is not favorable. Mercury also pink. Ninth lord, 12th lord occupying fourth house, 2, 6, 10 cuspal star lord. 2, 6, 10 is actually a professional prospect. It is the karma trikan. But ninth lord is a good house for the marriage because it is Bhagyasthan, and 12th lord and fourth house occupant, it is weak. It is not favoring. But why it is given pink shade? Because of the ninth lord. That ninth lord planet, if it is having suppose Saturn in its supports, that it will get some strength. So ninth lord will get the favorable signification supports. For that only we are given that pink shade. So while we are giving the shades according to our understanding, would have given, or you can give some other colors also according to your convenient and understanding. But you should be able to differentiate, though four planets are pink or two planets are blue, which is better and how they differ from each other. So because just with the looking at the color, we cannot we can say it is mixed one, but only with the help of the self signification, only we can identify the strength. That is the reason it is when we are studying the EPS table, it is always easier, and we can easily get the house signification and level wise grouping also we can find it. But in the PILT table, we will not be able to see, but there is an option wherein we can keep the cursor on that planet. We can see the self-signification of each planet, or double click on that that grid, that EPS table will open. So whenever you have a doubt on the planet, this planet is better or this planet is better, to comparative study also, we can open each planet and study level-wise grouping, then we can decide. I think you're able to understand, especially when more than two planets are having such similar colors are coming, then we have to be very careful. And Mars is light pink because second lord, seventh lord is good, but moving towards 10, 12, and 6 and 12 cuspal lord, it is not good. So because of the second lord and seventh lord, it is only second lord or seventh lord definitely would have given light pink. But second lord and seventh lord, both houses are good, houses are present. Moving towards is unfavorable, so it is given light pink, indicating unfavorable is strong and also having got some favorable grouping. So now let us examine the destiny. I think we're able to understand now the importance of the self-significations table to keep open while we are analyzing the PILT table also, especially when that there are more planets are having similar shades. Okay, now let us examine the destiny. Destiny is Saturn is the seventh cuspal sublord planet. Saturn is the seventh sublord planet. Saturn in the star of Sun, it is good. Saturn in the star of Sun is good. And 2A level planet is Jupiter. Jupiter is okay, 2A level is fine, not an issue, because Jupiter is pink shade, but it is got at 6 and 10, but 2A level it is fine. And sublord planet is Rahu, and the star lord of the sublord is Ketu. You can see this Rahu, Ketu at the last level, representing Sun and Saturn. Both are playing at the last level also. That way, that destiny planet is supportive at each levels, especially the Saturn, Sun are playing role at all levels as God these planets in supports. So that way ruler's links also form, and the destiny is promising for the marriage. That too, you can see the signification 5, 7, 11 are strongly connected. So it is supportive for the love marriage. And Ragu also is playing. Now that we have to check the key planets of the, destiny planet. We know that the key planet, destiny planet is Saturn and Sun, right? And representing Rahu, Ketu. So key planet of the destiny planets are Ketu, Saturn, Sun, Rahu, and Saturn, Ketu, right? So these four planets, node planets, are the favorable key planets of the destiny. Both are playing. Now we have to check the Dasa Lord. In the destiny, which is the unfavorable key planet, is making that destiny is weak. Any planet is present. Only 12-level planet is Jupiter. It has got some weakness, but otherwise it is okay. But all the other unfavorable planets, the Mars is playing only the support. So it is indicating, though all favorable key planets are playing, the unfavorable planets in the supports are indicating, though it is, marriage is promised, they are all indicating some weakness in the marital life. Marital life is not going to be so happy. That's what it is indicating, but it is not indicating any separation, because sublord and star lord of the sublord are all ruled by the same planets, favoring for the love marriage, and also marriage life is also not going to have any sort of separation, but it is indicating some weakness in the marital life, because Jupiter is here, Jupiter is forming ruling, Mars is playing at all levels. I think you're able to understand. Now let us examine the Dasa Lord, in which Dasa the native got married. Dasa Lord is Sun. At the time of marriage, the native was running Sun Mahadasa. Let us examine the Sun Mahadasa and the Dasa Lord's favorable and unfavorable key planets. Sun, we know that Sun is representing Rahu, is playing role as a source planet, and has got Saturn also, and has got Rahu, Ketu are playing role in support. So Sun itself is a good key planet. And star lord is Jupiter, sublord is Venus. These are the pink shade planets. Jupiter and Venus both are playing at the star and sub level. Both are mixed planets, right? So, but it indicates some weakness. That Jupiter being the sixth lord occupying 10th house, because sixth lord, if it is having any unfavorable key planet, what are the strong unfavorable key planet? Mars. That is having that Mars in its rule, in its support, indicates that Jupiter sixth lord will get the strong unfavorable influence of the Mars also. Being the third lord and 15939, it will also get the support of these favorable key planets, and Saturn also present. So this Jupiter being the sixth lord can get the unfavorable also strongly, and also get the favorable also strongly, because it is having both favorable and unfavorable in its source. And that Venus planet is Lagna Lord, 8th Lord occupying 6th house, but it is having only the Jupiter, and also it is in the sign of Mars. This is also getting the influence of Mars and Jupiter. In that, which is, comparatively better, being the Lagna Lord, 8th Lord, having got unfavorable, it is indicating obstacles. But here, Jupiter is 6th Lord, so that impact will be, unfavorable impact will be more on Jupiter than the Venus. There is little difference that you have to understand. Anyway, Jupiter and Venus are the unfavorable key planets, or mixed key planets ruling the Dasa Lord Sun. What are the favorable key planets? Sun is playing. Then what is the important key planet? We need Saturn. Saturn is there in supports, and Ketu is playing role here. Ketu represents Saturn, that is playing role at the 12 level and last level, and Ketu at all levels is playing. So instead of Saturn, Ketu is playing, because Saturn is a free planet, so it cannot act as the star lord, it can only act as the sublord. But Ketu representing Saturn, and it can definitely, it can favor. And Ketu not only having Saturn, and also having Sun in its support strongly. So in that Dasa Lord, what are the favorable key planet? Sun. Sun is a good key planet. Ketu, Saturn, and Sun, Rahu. These two planets, Ketu, Sun, Rahu, Saturn, the same node planets are playing role at the all the levels of the Dasa Lord. the unfavorable or the planet which are giving some obstacles to the destiny. I mean, that is Jupiter and Venus. These are the two planets or mixed key planets. So now we have understood the Dasa Lord is having all the favorable key planets, and some weak key planet which are weakening that the Sun is Jupiter and Venus, and representing that, sorry, they are all getting connected to the Mars also. Now let us examine the Buddhi Lord. So Buddhi Lord in the Sun Dasa, which Buddhi will be strongly favorable to conduct the marriage? Now, in that Buddhi, definitely the role of these Ketu, Sun, Rahu, or Saturn should be there. And the unfavorable or mixed key planet, Jupiter or Venus role, if it is not present, well and good, right? That should not be there. If it is there in the primary levels, it is bad. If it is there in the 2A level, it is comparatively, less weaker. If it is not at all playing, it is well and good. I think you're able to understand. Now, out of these key planet, which is a strong favorable key planet, Sun itself is a good key planet, and 11 and 5. And Ketu is strong because Ketu represents Saturn repeated 2 times, and Saturn is also playing role at all levels. Saturn is a strong favorable key planet. So we need Ketu role in the star level, and Rahu role also there in the other levels, or Sun role maybe in the other levels. That is good. So now let us check the Moon. Moon is in the source planet is having some weakness, and Ketu at the star level is fine, but these 2A and third level Mars is not good because Mars is the unfavorable key planet. And Mars planet itself is two levels are ruled by Mars. Star level Ketu is fine because representing Saturn. Then sublord also fine, but because of these two levels unfavorable are present, so it is not going to favor. And Rahu planet, Rahu representing Sun. Rahu representing Sun at the source, that do Karaka planet for such love marriage, that Rahu playing role. And not just because of the Karaka planet, Rahu represents Sun and also having got Saturn. And in the star of Ketu, our strong favorable key planet playing role at the star level, that way it is good. And 2A level is got Mars. 2A level only it is Mars. So the 2A level can have some weakness. So that is going to be comparatively better when it is playing not the first level or second level or third level. So Mars is having some weakness, but Mars is getting support from the Sun and other favorable key planets. Ketu also present, so Ketu also form ruler link. So that way star level planet is getting, star lord is good and 2 level only is weak. But sublord is Moon. Moon is actually, it has got some weakness already discussed. Moon is 10th lord, occupying second house is good. So at the result level, second house is good only, but it is not having any other supports. But you can see it has got the Jupiter in its supports. Jupiter is a mixed key planet, has got 3, 1, 5, 9, and 3, 9 cuspal sublord. All are good, but only 6 and 10 has got weakness. I said that Jupiter, if it is ruling as the one of the ruler, it can cause weakness because of the sixth lord, but it can be as a supportive levels or secondary levels, or in supports it can be favorable. So Moon is getting the support of the Jupiter. Jupiter is the mixed key planet of the Dasa Lord. That is giving some support to the Moon with this favorable signification, and also unfavorable also passed on to that. But anyway, Moon is getting the support of this 3, 1, 5, 9 and 3, 9 cuspal sublord. But that is not the end. That Moon is in the star of Ketu, again repeated our favorable strong key planet of the Dasa Lord. Ketu representing Saturn. So all the favorable key planets of the Dasa Lord is playing role, except the sublord has got some weakness, but that is being further supported by the support planet Jupiter, and which is a mixed key planet, and the star lord or the sublord is favorable. Okay, Rahu is comparatively better than the Moon and Mars, so we will keep this Rahu in its list. Then comes Jupiter. We know that Jupiter is the source planet. Definitely, it is going to. We have to be very careful because it is sixth lord occupying 10th house. In the star of a planet Ketu occupying fourth house. Ketu is good, representing Saturn, but the sixth lord, occupying 10th house in the star of Ketu, fourth occupant, star lord of the star lord is Mars is unfavorable. So this is forming ruler link. So this is not good because Jupiter is sixth lord. So it is a weakness. But otherwise, you can see Jupiter's sublord is very good, and star lord of sublord Saturn itself is playing role, Saturn and Sun. But because of this unfavorable key planet or mixed key planet of the Dasa lord is Jupiter, that Jupiter, when it's playing role, that is, it is going to cause some weakness because that is sixth lord and also forming ruler link to all levels. So that way it is got some weakness. Otherwise, sub-level are very good. And the Saturn planet. Saturn is good and Sun is good, and 2A level planet is Jupiter. So I said that absence of the Jupiter is good in the rulers, but 2A level is comparatively better. But Jupiter is forming ruler link to the star lord also, and sublord is Rahu. Rahu, Ketu are favorable. Now you can see Saturn planet is the fourth lord, fifth lord, occupying 11th house, and 1, 5, 7, 11 cuspal sublord. This is primary cuspal sublord of this seventh house. That seventh sublord planet is going to experience this and also this one indirectly. So the weakness are getting that Saturn, that seventh sublord is going to get some weakness at the 12 level. And importantly, Saturn is in the sign of Mercury, that Mercury also having some weakness. So though Saturn is good, but 2A level has got some weakness, and sign lord also having got some weakness, also forming ruler link, so that has got some weakness. I think you're able to understand because Rahu has got Jupiter, so all the planets are getting the ruler link. So Saturn has got some own weakness because of the 2A level planet Jupiter, which is the mixed key planet of the Dasa Lord, playing at the 2A level and forming ruler link. That way it is weak. So Mercury is not going to be good, and Ketu also not going to be good. And Venus planet, Venus is okay, but Venus is the unfavorable or mixed key planet of the Dasa Lord. So that way it is also having some weakness. So that way, when compared to these Jupiter and Saturn, Rahu is better because Rahu, the Dasa Lord itself, the sun itself is playing role in place of Rahu, Rahu Ketu, and 2A level is Mars has got some weakness, that is for sure, but sublord is also having some weakness, but it is getting support from the Jupiter and Ketu is repeated. So when compared to the other planet, Rahu has got some strength, favorable. So, it is having very good connection to the Dasa Lord, and the absence of the Jupiter or Venus in its ruler, that is an additional advantage. So, Sun Dasa, Rahu Buddhi is favorable. This comparative study between Rahu, Jupiter, and Saturn we have done in detail in the EPS table. But you can also open this EPS table of Rahu, Jupiter, and Saturn, and level-wise you study along with the support, you will be able to differentiate because we have to start from the source. That is important. Whenever the source planet is starting with the primary house, whether the seventh house or favorable or unfavorable house, we need to be very careful, right? Rahu is occupying 10th house. It is not a bad one. It is not 6, right? If it is 6, then it would have not given blue color. So then 6 in the star of a planet, Ketu is occupying 4, it is going to weak. But here 10 and 4 and second planets are strong. I think you're able to understand. So now Sun Dasa, Rahu Bugdi is favoring for the marriage during its Bugdi period, right? Rahu, as I said, it is also good key planet. And also it is a Karaga planet for such love marriage. Intercaste marriages. Now, under Rahu, which antra is favorable? We have to check that. That antra should have that key planets of the Rahu Ketu and also should be free from the other unfavorable key planets. But we have to see that which is the unfavorable key planet weakening the Bugdi Lord moon, right? Mars is present And obviously, then Mars is present, then Mars should not be playing role at the important levels, and Moon also should not be play a role. And Rahu, Ketu should be playing role. And instead of Rahu, Ketu, Sun and Saturn are directly playing, it is well and good. If you look at all the planets, I mean, we can see that Saturn, Sun are favorable, and then I mean that this Saturn is better, and Jupiter is, we cannot choose this. Saturn is better, and next one is Venus. Why Venus? Venus is the Lagna Lord planet. So when compared to Jupiter, this is better because you can see Venus and Jupiter both are star level, sub level are the same. You can see here. But Jupiter has got weakness than the Venus. Why? Jupiter is sixth lord. It is experiencing all these things. But Venus is Lagna lord, eighth lord, occupation only, I mean sixth house. So this Lagna lord is going to experience all this. It is already getting the 3, 7, 11 and 2 favorable grouping already there. Kama Trikon is there. So that way it is comparatively better than the Jupiter. Star level Ketu, our good key planet, and Saturn, Sun strongly playing role here. So instead of Rahu, Ketu, that Saturn and Sun itself is playing and forming ruler link, all are favorable. Star level Ketu itself is playing, that is a favorable key planet. So that way Venus is better. Then why Saturn is not, still under Rahu Dasa, Rahu Bugdi, why Saturn is not strongly favorable than the Venus? Because that star level planet is good, Sun itself is coming, but star level planet Ketu representing Saturn is better than this one. And one point, important point is that 2A level planet is Jupiter is present. Jupiter is forming ruler link, and the result giving planet is Rahu Ketu, here Saturn and Sun. So they are forming ruler link, and also that this is Lagna Lord. So if you study these two planets with the EPS table, you will be able to differentiate how this, Venus is comparatively better than the Saturn. So that way, the native got married in Sun Dasa, Rahu Bugdi, and Venus Antra. A simple chart only, but when we are going to study with the PILT table, that too when we have got the many planets are having similar shades, and importantly, the mixed planets are coming, we need to be very careful because the mixed key planets, when they are playing as the star planet, star lord or sub lord, they are going to give the impact to the previous level and next level. So for the combined level study only, we can, with the help of that only, we can identify the strength. The two, we have to start the examination from the source planet. Source planet cuspal lordship, what it is having, what star lord is getting that, what sublord is promising. The key planet of the Dasa Lord, if it is present or not. What is not there in the Bugdal, if it is there in the Antra Lord, and also free from the unfavorable key planets of the Bugdi Lord, that Antra Lord will be favoring. So that way, we have to be, very careful in analyzing the level wise. For that, EPS table will be always useful. But even here also, once you sort out the 2, 3 planets which are having the key planets and to have the comparative study, it's better to open the EPS table and analyze. I think you're able to understand. We'll meet in the next video. Good luck.